Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Crash 4. This time I'm going to take you through Rush Hour, which is a Dingodile and Tawna level. Very interesting. From the start, you want to go left and get all these boxes in the corner here. And then once this TNT robot starts coming after you, just grab it with your vacuum, throw it right back at him, break the boxes and start heading over here. Okay. Vacuum boost over here, and then you want to pick up this TNT and then throw it at these robots. Break these boxes, and then we gotta do a little bit of platforming here with our vacuum. Jump onto this food truck, hit this platform, and then these guys you can bounce on their red top, flip them over and spin. Use your vacuum to suck up these boxes, throw the TNT. I recommend picking up this second TNT and then aggroing the robot with the nitro. The reason I recommend picking up the second TNT is because if you pick up the first one, you may run out of time before you aggro the robot. So picking up the second one gives you a bit more time. Okay, so over here, there's a hidden box. So we gotta be very careful when getting this. I'm gonna clear out all the boxes on this rooftop here. All right, once you do that, you wanna drop down to the left here, and there's a hidden one-up crate. So if you're missing one, that's probably it. Okay, then we're gonna jump over here, and it is possible to get a one-up box in this section here. I'm not sure if I get it in this run, but I'll show you how you're supposed to get it. You wanna wait for this guy to turn right here, and then spin him, and then that will give you the one-up box. I don't think it's possible to get it normally. I think that's how you're supposed to get it. If you're able to get it otherwise, let me know, but that's the only way I've ever been able to do it. Okay, so jumping over here, you want to pump over here, and then quickly break all those boxes. Sweep over here, and then ride the elevator down to the checkpoint. Okay. Pick up the TNT out of this robot's hands. Flip this guy over. And then you want to suck up these 4 boxes. And then there's a robot holding a big Wumpa Fruit box over here. You gotta be very careful because you might be tempted to just go after him at any time, but these 2 big buses, I think they're buses, that's what I've been calling them, they do have a delay between sets of 2, so you gotta make sure you have 2 buses available. There's a somewhat hidden platform over here to our left that we have to go get a bunch of boxes on. So clear out these robots, jump on these 2 platforms, and then you want to hover towards the right. You're going to hit the roof, but as long as you hold forward, you will land on the platform safely. Okay, at this point we should have 186 boxes. If you were unable to get that one up earlier, you'll have 185. Okay, so pick up this TNT, and then you want to jump over here, aggro the nitro box robot, and chuck the TNT at him. Otherwise, you can use this TNT box over here to do the same thing. You just got to be a bit quicker because he'll be on your tail. Okay, coming over here, we're going to flip this robot, spin it away, and then break the rest of these boxes with our vacuum. From here, you can do this in a couple different ways. You can either jump onto this platform and suck up the TNT, or you can just tap the TNT with Dingodile manually. For this one, it's much easier. You can suck this one up from over here. All right, heading down to the next checkpoint. We should have 226 boxes once we hit the checkpoint. Maybe 225 if you didn't get the one up. So this section here is really tough. The way I do it, you'll see that there are nitro robots following you. The way I handle this is I actually sort of cheat in a way. I'm not sure if this is intended, but there's a section where there are 4 boxes that you need to get, but it's basically impossible to do without wasting 1 or 2 Aku masks. But there is a way to do it safely, as long as you kind of follow a specific route. So come over here, you want to break these boxes, set off the TNT, and then on your journey back, you want to sort of ride the middle and then the left end of all of these buses and food trucks. And then we're going to come all the way over here to the ending platform, and then once we touch this platform, the AI of those robots dies. So those robots will just sit there the entire time. They will stop chasing you, and then you can just make your way back. I recommend waiting for one of the big buses because those ones do not fall out of the sky. It's just the safest mode of travel when you're going back and forth. Okay, so the hidden gem is over here. You want to just hover over here. There is a recycling container back here. Go ahead and spin him away and grab the hidden gem. And at the end of the Dingodile section, you should have 266 boxes, maybe 265 if you didn't get the one up. If you have any more, it's probably because you blew up some nitro, but there are 266 regular boxes to get with Dingodile. Once you're ready to leave, head into the elevator, and now it's time for the Tawna section.
Wonder what the local delicacy is here.
So Tawna section has a lot of rails to ride, as well as a lot of grappling points, so gotta be very careful when you're moving around with her. Alright, so there's a flame box right here. Wait for the flame to subside, then just kick it really quick. Sometimes kicking this dude up there will break all those nitro. Sometimes it'll just break the question mark box. Other times it'll do nothing. So my count is going to be probably 3 higher than yours because all of those boxes broke. You want to make sure you use this bounce box to get the hidden 1-up there. And then you can set off all these TNT. Don't forget to break these boxes. And then because I set off that nitro, I have 287 boxes. All right, riding the rails, you want to watch very carefully for the R2 prompts. Just like that, that's sort of a precursor of what's to come. So you want to jump up here, and then use these wall panels to come up here, jump over here, and there's a timer box off screen here a little bit. Hit that, and then there's 4 boxes you got to get. All of them are on collapsing platforms, so you want to try to break the boxes before you land, or just as you're landing. Alright, break these, and then we are going to have to press forward and R2 to grapple over here to the next checkpoint. Okay, hit the checkpoint. You should have 300 boxes, maybe 297 for you if you did not blow up that nitro earlier. There's an R2 box in the distance there. Jump and get these 2. And then for this gate, you want to jump and press R2. You can do both at the same time. There's an R2 box in the distance here. And we're going to jump and R2 over to safety to the next checkpoint. Okay, so we're going to break this trash can, kick it into the TNT. And then you want to use these wall panels to jump up. And then use this little serve bot right here to jump, and then press R2 to zip. Okay, break this flame box. Jump up here, use the wall panel to get onto the railing one more time. Hit R2 quickly to break this. There's an R2 box way in the distance. You can hit it before the car comes for you, so don't worry. And we're going to jump. There's an R2 box and then an R2 switch box that appears very late. So you just got to wait and be patient for that prompt to come up. It comes up way later than you expect. Okay, so we are going to switch rails as soon as you're able, and then you're going to R2 over to these serve bots over here. Okay. I guess they're hot dog vendors now that I'm looking at them. That's funny. Okay, use these wall panels, and then we're going to hit the checkpoint, but not before we break this giant stack of boxes. And this right here is the first real challenge you're going to face in the Tawna section. You want to stun this recycling container and wait for a top-level vehicle to pass, and then kick it into the distance, and that will break a box that is otherwise kind of hard to reach safely. So make sure you break at least 1 box in that section, either with the recycling container or manually. Okay, so coming up here, once you're across, you want to break all those boxes except for the nitro, and then get ready for the next zipline section. So you got sweaty hands like I do, wipe them off and get ready to go. 346 at this point. There's an R2 box in the distance, hit that, and we're going to jump. And we're going to jump 2 more times through these boxes and then quickly change sides, and then quickly change sides again. There's a couple gates here, so we got to delay this one very late until we can jump and hit R2 at the same time. And then break these 3 crates, and there's a stack of TNT on a rooftop to our right, so wait for the prompt. Great. And then we can hit these 3 gates safely with no interference. Then we're going to jump and press R2 to break this box in the distance. Then we have to break these 2 boxes and then immediately R2 to safety, otherwise you will miss the opportunity. Okay, so from here, just an easy platforming. There's a flame box to our right over here, so make sure you're timing this so the flames subside when you're over there. And then grab the Aku mask, and then head over to this little Jetsons car sort of thing. This food truck will take you along a route, and then you can sort of relax for a minute. And you can see the end all the way to the right, and it's a doozy. Okay, so this is the hardest section of this stage, because it's basically just jumping over pits, and that Aku mask is not really going to do much for you. So we're going to hit this final checkpoint here. It's going to give us 379, maybe 376. There's an Aku mask to the right that we can get with our grappling hook. So you want to just stand and just keep spamming the grappling hook until you can get it. Then you want to carefully, very carefully, walk across this section. Just keep jumping. I don't have too many tips for you. Just try to time out everything. As you can see there, I almost died. I lost a mask. I almost died again. It's a messy section. It took me like an hour to do it without dying. The main tips I have for you are the top level cars only happen in certain rows. It will not happen in every single row. And you just got to kind of time things out. Try to use the big buses as best you can, because that gives you the most time to sort of relax and think. And don't forget about that Aku mask that's sort of in the middle of nowhere there that you can get with your grappling hook. But that's it. That's Rush Hour. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Crash 4, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Mm.